It appears that Donald Trump has readied a list of tariffs, additional tariffs for Chinese goods to the tune of $200 billion. This is a response to China's retaliatory tariffs. If you can recall back last week on Friday, Trump had announced 25% tariffs on $34 billion worth of Chinese goods. China vowed to retaliate, and they will. And as a result, now Trump is ready with an additional set of tariffs, again, to the tune of $200 billion on Chinese goods.
So he's going to burst that bubble. So the stock market's already overinflated. They took the tax cuts and they did a lot of stock buybacks, which increases the price of your stock without your company doing any better. It doesn't mean that you sold any more products or made any more profit. It's just them buying back their own stock to artificially inflate the price so they could have bigger, fatter bonuses. When you introduce this kind of instability and start a trade war, and $200 billion ain't no joke, China will 100% retaliate. And then our allies turn and go, well, he did it to us too. China, why don't we deal with you instead of America? And you know what you do? You take a bubble that already clearly exists in the stock market and you burst it.
That has actually already begun happening. Leaders in Mexico have already begun negotiations with China. And so I know that Trump is under the impression that the United States is the center of the universe and that other countries can't do anything without us, but that is not the case. In fact, our allies are now looking to form alliances with other countries because they can't rely on Trump and his unpredictable nature.
And so sometimes people ask, like, okay, Cenk, you think Trump's going to be taken out of office early. How? Right now, the Republicans are standing behind him. Yeah, they won't if the markets crash and all their donors tell them, take that clown out of office. Then they don't stand behind him. So, and what did I tell you? He's really, really dumb. And what does a dumb guy do? He doesn't understand the consequences of his actions. Oh, I'll be really strong. I'll give them $200 billion in tariffs and see what happens. Well, what's going to happen is at some point, you're going to light a match and then you're not going to be able to control that fire. And that fire will take down the markets and the markets will take you down. And then everybody will think that it had to do with the investigations, et cetera, and will to some degree. But it'll also be because the Republican donors thought, well, the tax cuts were nice. Now we're done with them. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.